What up, YouTube? It's your man, KDB Sports and Entertainment, back on the scene, knocking down another video. Been gone for a while, but I'm back. Been grinding, taking care of business, working a lot, man. Haven't really had time for YouTube like that. I see I've been getting a lot of subscribers here and there, man. Much appreciation to y'all, and love and respect and all that, man. That's love right there. Y'all still checking out my channel, and that's what's up. Now, the big news is, I wanted to give my 2 cents on it. The boy Tank Davis has officially ducked Lamont Roach to fight Jake Paul. I told you dudes months ago, after he fought the boy Lamont Roach, that he ain't want no more of that. He can't beat Lamont Roach. The next time they fought, most likely Tank was gonna get dropped or stopped. That was just my opinion on it. And deep down, I think Tank Davis knows that he can't beat him. Lamont Roach is a cherry pick gone wrong. And now he moves on to the clown show and Jake Paul. Jake the Snake Paul. And you know what? I'm not mad at Jake Paul for coming into the boxing market. And you know, you see a fool, you play a fool, as the old saying goes. And he's been making his money. Now they got a so-called super fight with the guy at 135, which he's a legitimate boxer, versus a guy that's over 200 pounds. That's really not a legitimate boxer. Now, Jake Paul has a little bit of skills, but nothing, you know, that warrants him his status is where he is right now. You know, it's just because of the YouTube thing. He's popular on YouTube. It's why they were able to break over guys like him and what's that other guy named K-Wiss or K-Swiss or something. They were able to break into the boxing market because it was wide open, because of the fans, because of the greedy promoters, because of all of that. Combination of everything is why boxing is all screwed up. But anyway, yeah, man, Tank is going out like a sucker, man. Straight sucker. Very disappointing. But on the other hand, I'm going to play devil's advocate here. Can you really blame him? Because look at how the fans treat their warriors. The guys who are trying to fight the best. The guys that go all out to fight the best. And to give the fans what they want to see, or what they say they want to see. You know, guys like Deontay Wilder, guys like Earl Spence Jr., guys like Devin Haney. They get ridiculed and criticized all the time, still to this day. So really, can you really blame Tank for ducking and doing what he does? Because he did say that he was afraid to lose. Could have swore he said that. And you know why he was afraid to lose? Because the fans are going to clown him. They're going to clown him. They're going to make fun of him. But, well, no, yeah, they are. They are. Because look what they did to the guys that pursued the best, like the old fighters did. Like a Hagler, Hearns, you know, those guys. Ali. They pursued the best, the very best. And they got rewarded for it. They got the highest of praise and the highest of respect, even with losses. But fast forward to today, in bizarro world that we live in now, 2025, you get clowned and criticized for that. Things don't go your way. You look bad. You get beat up. You know, guys are laughing at you. They clowning you. So yeah, man. Really, it's the boxing fans' fault. It's why Tank is not rematching Lamont Roach, in my opinion. And I've said this many times before. The boxing fans are the worst fans out of any sport. And I admit that. I'm standing on that. I'm going to stand on that. And, you know, the hardcore Gervonta Tank Davis fans, they going to give him a pass, you know. There's really not much to say. They can't really say anything. Like, what can you say? Your boy is a ducker. Then we already knew he was a ducker because he didn't fight Devin Haney for so many years. He had an option of fighting Shakur Stevenson and many others. You know, tough competition. He didn't fight him. So yeah, man, it's It's all bad for the boy Tank, man. Tank. Now, I don't know what's going to happen in this fight because I think it's going to be rigged. Like all of Jake Paul's fights are rigged, except for the Tommy Fury fight. I think that was his first actual legit fight that he had to really fight the guy. And you saw what happened. He got beat. And Tommy Fury ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Tommy Fury ain't nothing. So he's finna fight little bitty Tank. And you know they gonna tell him, hey, you can't punch Jake Paul full force, you know, like the Tyson fight. We saw Mike Tyson pulling back on his punches and all that. So they probably gonna tell Tank the same thing. And what I believe what's gonna happen is two things. Either they're gonna go in there, it's gonna be a sparring match, or the boy Jake Paul is gonna try to take off Gervonta Tank Davis's head and knock him out. And they're gonna ride that into the sunset until they get another sucker to get in there with him. Because they're gonna get paid, man. He gonna get paid. So that's why I can't, you know, I'm not really mad at him. You know, boxing is filled with a bunch of casuals now. The hardcore voice is pretty much null and void, except for, you know, the LDBC, you know, Champ Side and, you know, Blue Blood, the bigger channels on here that's pushing, you know, boxing. But yeah, man, Tank Davis, he's going out sad, man. And he might even retire after this Jake Paul fight. He might even retire. He just needs to go ahead and retire, man. Now, looking back in hindsight with all his issues that he had with the chick, the domestic violence case that went on, that could have been a publicity stunt, in my opinion, to get out of this fight, man. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, anyway, I just had to come in and chime in on the boy Tank Davis ducking. The boy Lamont, you know, Lamont got his number. He can't beat Lamont. I've said that before. I'm gonna stand on it. If they ever fight again, which I don't think they are, Lamont Roach is gonna beat Tank Davis again, because I believe he won the first fight. But anyway, it's your man KDB Sports and Entertainment, man. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll holler at y'all in the next one, man. Peace.